Hey guys, Fred Pasella here. So today what I want to talk about are the new Trump accounts that rolled out pretty recently, pretty much how they're acting, what are the tax benefits of them, and the overall benefits of them. So to start off with, right now there is some confusion on how to open them. You have about four main options. Two of the options revolve around just filling out form 4547. Basically, you can do that option one with your tax return for 2025. At this point, it's probably already too late for that because today is July 12th. So the second option is to also just send in that form 4547 directly to the IRS and wait for them to basically process it. Now, the other two options are going to be filling out those forms online with a combination of downloading the Trump account app and simultaneously filling out some information there and also getting approved. That has been the recommended method right now. And then you can also do it through irs.gov with the form 4547 being filled out. But regardless, you are going to be redirected to the Trump account app to be able to download it and get the $1,000 seed money and also look at it, watch it grow, etc. But most importantly, what are the Trump accounts and how are they acting from a investment vehicle standpoint or even a tax advantageous or are they not advantageous standpoint? So basically what they are non-tax deductible IRAs. So that means you are not going to get a tax deduction for any amounts you put in for a child right now. It's going to be not tax deductible, but the initial principal and the gains will grow tax deferred. What does that mean? Tax deferred means essentially you will never pay taxes on it until you later withdraw that amount. So the example is a child gets $1,000 put in at age 1. They do not touch the amount until age 62. That entire time, the gains, the dividends, interest, anything reinvested in that account essentially grows tax-free. So the compounding tax-free growth is somewhat exponential, especially if you start in the beginning, and it does add to your overall return on investment. So that's one of the main benefits there, is that you're able to essentially fund an account for a child. Now, the reason this is getting a lot of traction is one, the seed money, but something else that's not being talked about a lot right now is if you wanted to fund an account for a child in the past, you would have the traditional IRA route or the Roth IRA route. The only way you can actually do those two, though, is your child would have to have an active income. And normally that adds a layer of complexity for most taxpayers. So essentially what you would need to do is you would need to have your child for some form of services on payroll. Normally this would only be accessible for business owners or self-employed individuals that have a payroll system set up with maybe ADP, QuickBooks, Paycheck, something like that. So normally you would need to be sending probably around several $1,000s a year just to be eligible to contribute traditional IRA and Roth IRA monies for your child. But the Trump account now kind of bypasses that, and there are no active income requirements. So your child obviously will not have active income unless they're put on a payroll, but they don't need it for the Trump accounts. So you could essentially max this out $5,000 a year, and then basically from there, it can grow. In the past, you've been able to max out the traditional IRA or Roth IRA for children, but only if they have active income.